Morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. I love starting these days that way. I love starting these sessions that way. I love the reminder of how we get to choose what things mean. You've been coming to these calls frequently and you've been hearing that every morning. How much has that helped you? That reminder of, you know what? I get to choose. Remember, that's your greatest power, your ability to choose, to accept, reject ideas, to originate ideas. See, that's what will help you immensely to deliver a really, really good life. See, it's how you perceive things. It's what you make things mean. And that's important. You know, Tony Robbins talks about how your reality has nothing to do with the facts. It has to do with the perception of those facts. See, it's what you believe to be true. It's how you're going to view it. And again, you're the one who gets to decide how you're going to view every single moment of your life. You can look for the good. Guess what you're going to find? You're going to find the good. Look for the bad. I got news for you. You're going to find the bad. See, that perception, that's what's real. That's what will lead you onto a vibratory state, which is how you feel. And that feeling is the attractive force in your life. And that's what we've been studying. Everything that we study, everything that we share with you, everything that we've learned in our lives about how to attract something is solely based from shifting the vibratory state that you're in. That's all that Bob Proctor talked about, even though he talked about the law of attraction. Yeah, he did, because, Gail was there. And law of attraction is real, okay? With that being said, it automatically happens. It's dependent on something else, and that something else is vibration. You want to attract more money into your life. Guess what? You have to be in harmony with it. You've got to be on that frequency of money. You can't use the language of the poor. I can't afford it. That costs too much. That's too expensive. Think about that. If that's in your dominant narrative subconsciously, that's exactly what you're going to get. Why? Because that's how you're going to feel. You got to get rid of that. Instead, I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to and through me in increasing quantities from multiple sources. I am a magnet for money. Money needs me. I am exceptional at delivering incredible service for the needs that people seek. See, that's what will attract a lot of money into your life. That's what will attract a lot of success. Now, again, really grab onto that. Yes, I'm going to grab onto that. Then connect with it. That's what is shared throughout this whole entire book, the Master Key System, which is what we've been diving into. The Master Key. Now, remember, a key, though, is useless unless you what? Unless you use it. These ideas that we're sharing with you, these beautiful truths, these principles are magnificent, but they're useless unless you use them. I was reading from Secret of the Ages this morning in the chapter, The Mastermind. And he was talking about success. Listen to what he says here. This book is amazing. Oh my God. Success does not come to you by accident. It comes as the logical result of the operation of law. Mind working through your brain and body makes your world. Now remember, your mind and spirit are one. Now listen to what he says here. That it is not a better or bigger one is due to your limited thoughts and beliefs. It's due to the limitation in you. It's not due to anything outside of you. It's not because of this person, that company, that happened. This, no, it's nothing to do with it. It has to do with what you believe to be true. Those limited thoughts and beliefs, they dam back the flood of ideas that mind is constantly striving to manifest through who? Through you. Now, I love this. God never made a failure or a nobody. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that beautiful? He offers the highest and the lowest alike, all that is necessary to happiness and success. He offers that to everyone. The difference is entirely in the content to which each of us avails himself, herself of that generosity. See, it's solely based from how we're going to think. And guess what? You've heard me say this before. You get to decide how you're going to think at every single moment. You don't have to consent to things as they are, do you? Do you have to consent to things as they are? No, you don't. You've been given dominion over this earth. That is your birthright. You just have to claim it. You just have to claim the power that you have, which is all in mind. So you can change the outcomes of your life simply by imagining that beautiful ideal and then being loyal to the idea, regardless of what's happening on the outside. See, the question here then is whether or not you're going to be loyal to that new ideal, whether or not you're going to be loyal to this thing, what you've written down. But you can do that. We encourage you to do that. You know why? Because you're worth it. My goodness, that's so amazing. All right, so let's go to where we are in this beautiful gem, the master key system, and use this beautiful information. Here we go. Okay, so where are we? We're on page 399. Oh my goodness, it's moving so fast. Whew. Hasn't this been amazing? It's been so good. Okay, upon what principle does the theory and practice of every system of metaphysics in existence depend? And remember, we're talking about the law, we're talking about principles. Well, upon the knowledge of the truth concerning yourself and the world in which you live. Now sit in that for a moment. What is the truth of who you are and this world in which you live? What is the truth? Not what people say it is. What is the truth? And the truth is that you're a magnificent, creative being. Your essence is spiritual. You're not a body with a spirit, you're a spirit with a body. This world of the physical is the world of effects. It's something that you can change and shape, all starting in mind. You know, that's beautifully explained in this gem here. There's no such thing as self-sabotage. So good. Now think about that. That's who you are. And the world in which you live is something that you can experience differently if you just change how you think. Look in the room you're in right now, okay? Look at it. Where the way that it's decorated, the way that it's painted, the way that it looks. You can change your environment. You can change the way it looks. You can redecorate it. You can move out and go to a different place. It could be bigger, bolder, more grand, more beautiful. It could be luxurious. It could be simple, sophisticated, whatever you want. All that's required for you to change that is to connect with the vision of how you would love it to be and then be loyal to it. From there, what? The thought will externalize itself. You don't have to concern yourself of the effect, provided you have locked into the cause. Here, let's do this right now. Let's do an exercise here. That's very simple. Okay, look at the desk where you're sitting or wherever you're sitting right now. Look for something that's to the left of you that's within arm's reach. Whatever that is. Okay, I'm looking at a flashlight on my desk. Now, look at that thing. And I want you to imagine it on the right side. Imagine it on the right side. Okay, now you've imagined it. Now I want you to connect to the idea that it's going to be over there on the right side. Now actually move it to the right side. Okay. Now what came first? The idea. Then there was a decision to move it. And because of that decision, what did you do? You freaking moved it. See, you just changed your environment right now. And that change solely happened because of the connection to the idea. Now, that's a very simple and practical example that shows you exactly how to change how much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle, all of your life. You can look at it this way. When it came to that item, you were loyal to that unseen reality, which is what led to that change. See, that's the truth of you and the world in which you live. And every principle and theory and practice of the system of metaphysics is based from that. Now look at this. But this is for you. Okay, there's the flashlight. Okay, and I'm going to move it to the other side. Okay, whatever, right? Well, I can materialize this, and I am materializing this. And you can too, if you'll just be loyal to this idea. This can be externalized as an outcome in your life, provided you connect with it. And you can make a lot of these. And then check them off. Done, 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 done. That's what you could do. Now, for those of you watching the live stream, if you want more of this, go to Elevitality.